Today I'm going to share all of my planners and notebooks from January of 2026, and we're gonna go through my complete spreads. If you want to see how I did in January, stay tuned. Hello my loves, it's Kasha Plannerista 101. So today I'm going to go through 3 planners and 2 notebooks with you guys. So this is my social media, my wellness and meal planner, my catch-all, my journal, and my reading journal. So I'm going to go through all of these and show you what I did. So this one is a minimal monthly from Live Love Posh. So I did a blank page of a currently. I'm gonna be gluing that together, so let's just do that now. Okay, and now that's gonna be in here. Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna trim the edges later. We have my divider for January. I did not do anything with that page. And then moving on, I think my currently pages will be right here. This was my monthly, and that's kind of what it looks like. So I planned out videos, I moved some stuff around. And yeah, that was a pretty busy month. The florals are from Winter Love from Live Love Posh. Here is my tracker for when I was releasing videos, as well as a list of videos back and forth of the ones I filmed and published. And that is basically the whole planner up here. I kind of made a list of different flip throughs and stuff, but I no longer do that. So that's where I ended up with this planner. So that is my social media. My next one that I'll show you is my wellness. So this one is quad line from Live Love Posh. Here is my currently. We're gonna glue this down as well. So I did not do that. So I'm just gonna do that right now super fast. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So we have the meals that I made for Toa and a couple meals that we liked most from this month. So pork roast with mashed potatoes and Korean sides, pepper and steak sandwiches, Korean barbecue at home, and salmon with seafood and gnocchi. These stickers are from Winter Allure from Live Love Posh, and then the flowers are from Etsy. I do not do anything with this page and this planner. This is from Cozy Winter from Aesthetic Plans. Her stickers are gorgeous, and I really like how this month turned out. This is from Easter Case, and I do have a code for you guys. If you use PLAN, you will get 12% off. They have really, really amazing books. If you never got to experience them, I would highly recommend. Also, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. If you have been here before and you're coming back to spend more time with me, welcome, welcome back. Thank you so much. And if you're not subscribed already, I would really appreciate if you would do so. This book from Easter Case is called Celebrate. And what I track in here is my breakfast, lunch, dinners, my snacks, whether I took my medication, my mood, how much I slept, workout, and steps. So that is what this looks like. That's my first spread of the year. It's very celebratory. This is my second spread. It's called Winter Blues, and it's from Crafty Planner Queen, and I use the same Etsy florals in here, which I really like. This one is Luxe Winter and Winter Love from Live Love Posh. I combined those two, and I think that came out really good. I really do like the flowers and kind of the winter forest effect. This one is from Winter Allure from Live Love Posh. It's like winter berries, and the navy blue is so soothing for me. I don't know what it is about it, but I really love this spread. Like, I love the planner elements. Like, look at this planner. All of the eucalyptus leaves are completely me, so it just made sense to do this. And then this one is from Winter Wonder from Porter Art Design. It's her winter book, and I thought that was so fun to create with this, with the little snowman and the snowflakes. And it's simple, but I really, really like it. And that is my February currently page. It lives in here. I will fill it out at the end of the month. And then I have my meal plan. So December 29th through January 4th, my breakfast, lunch, dinners, and then shopping list, grocery list. Then we have January 5th through 11th. I do not decorate these pages, you guys. And I have my shopping list here. January 12th through 18th. Shopping list here. And January 19th through the 25th. And a very big shopping list here, which I actually didn't do. I moved it to another week. So that is kind of where I am with my wellness. I really love it. The cover is from Live Love Posh as well. And if you guys are purchasing anything from Live Love Posh, Posh 10 will get you 10% off. Okay, last planner. So my catch-all, which is a vertical classic size planner. So my currently page is this. It's seasonal love from Live Love Posh. So we have eating home cooked meals, so good. Stews, soups, and roasts. Cooking lots of stews and roasts, which is true. Drinking sparkling water plus California sparkling wine. Playing not much right now. Planning. Okay. Tired of not planning a getaway. Yeah, watching Scandal and Culinary Class Wars, reading so many books. So I read, I think, 10 or 11 books this January. I'm going to share that in just a second with you guys, but I have a list. Feeling lots of anxiety, organizing, trying to work through clothes, and then celebrating birth of Otto, my nephew. So I used this page just a little bit, not too much, but this is what the monthly looked like, which I really like. So this is Etsy images, and that's kind of how I went. And then the boxes are from Mojo Jojo Plans. I love how this came out. I love blue florals in here. This is the first week of January, so end of December, beginning of January. I did New Year Cheer from Crafty Planner Queen. I am on her $2 Tuesday club. So every Tuesday we get new printouts and we can create stickers. So lots of stuff going on here. Kind of a fun spread though. 2026, Happy New Year. And then I fill the bubbles when the stuff is done. Otherwise, they stay open. This is the second week of January. I love winter from Calva Plan. That was a very fun week. Like pink and blue are so good. So Toa got his allergy shot. It was really good. I had we rescheduled this. There's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of sickness around too. Yeah, and then I got to meet my nephew. Then this one is Live Love Posh. I don't remember what book. I think it's the Winter Love one. I love these stickers though. So it's so fresh and different. I actually didn't use any box stickers until I got sick and I had to like block this stuff out because I didn't do much. I was sick for a couple of days. So yeah, that is what that looks like, and I think it's pretty good. This is probably one of my favorite spreads for a long time. So this is Winter Wonder from Porter Art Design. It is beautiful. The like Sleepy Town is so pretty, and I love the blue and the brown. It was a really good week. Um, I had Toa in the office for 3 days. That was good. I had to reschedule my celebration with my sister. The quote says, "Snow, snow, go away. Don't come back another day." So yeah, I had my hair appointment. I went to um, Chicago. It was so cold. It was like negative 15 degrees, I believe. This one is I Love Winter from Plan. This one's a lot, you guys. I don't know if I like it or if I dislike it. I have not decided yet. It's a lot. It's a very, very full spread. So lots of stuff. And then that is my currently for February. So that is it. I will show you my lovely journal. So this is from Archer and Olive. It is an 8x8 dot grid notebook. It is 160 pages. I love this thing, you guys. So this little raccoon is so cute. So I did decorate the page and put my name in here. And then my word of the year is cultivate, which is to foster the growth of, and then all of that. I did create an index for myself. And then this is my vision board inside of here. So 3 pages. We have hobbies, recreation, career, physical health, self-care, and then we have relationship in here. So this is my page, the one that I used to do with the stickers from JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop. I did not purchase them this year. I have to check if they're still available, but this is what I did for January. So I put my best memory in here, which is meeting my nephew, watching Scandal in Korean culinary wars, class wars, listening mostly audiobooks, and then reading See the List. So we have so many books in here. I did not do most of the things in January. It's been cold and crappy and not very motivating, but yeah. The stickers are from Etsy and from Porterhouse Design, Porter Arts Design, I think. It's beautiful. It's super New Year. Then I did this. So I started journaling in here, and I also wanted to include my goals, and I wanted them on this page. So that's why I did it the way I did it. And I think it worked out with the blue florals. It looks good. This is from Etsy as well. It's just snowflakes that I had with some images. And then I was just doing some journaling. This is from Easter Case. I have these like little sticker books like so in here, and that's what I've been using, like tiny little books to decorate, and I think that has worked pretty well. I might add a couple little things here and there, maybe. And then this is the same thing. I use the same books to kind of decorate in here. So we have the little snow villages, and then I had to, that's something work related, so I had to kind of close that off. So that we're on page 11, and this is my February. So that's what that looks like. And that is it for my journal. I'll show you this next month. So this sits on my desk in a journal every day. And the last notebook I wanted to share with you guys is my reading journal. So I finished it for last year and I started it for this year. So I'll share with you what that looks like. So we have 2025 reading journal. I did not finish coloring on these books, but that's all good. I think I read like 80 some books, 84 books this year with 25,000 pages. So lots of books. I had some really good books. So my book of the year was Unsaid. super great book, and we'll talk about it in just a second, but I'll show you what this looks like too. So then I write my stats, so 84 books, all of that stuff, kind of cool. This was my bracket to kind of get down to my favorite book. It came down to 2 books. Actually, I had so many 5-star reads this year. It was so hard. I love Verity. I loved Magic Hour. And I loved Unsaid. Thinking about this when I was reading The Winter Garden, there's just so many 5-star books. However, Unsaid kind of stuck with me, so that's what I picked. I have a list of books that I want to read. Then I have the authors I like. So I've been checking off as I read them. And then we get into January, and that's what this looks like. So we have the Grand Hotel, Trust Until You, If the Sun Never Sets, All the Light We Cannot See, Snowflower, and a Secret Fan. And then I had the James Patterson, The Coldest Case. My favorite book of January was definitely The Snowflower and the Secret Fan. That is very interesting and a different book. Then for February, I read The Things We Cannot Say. That is an amazing book. The Good Luck with That, and then 8 Winter Nights. And then the favorite book was The Things We Cannot Say. That was amazing. In March, we have The Unsaid, which is incredible. That's by Neil Amberson. The Ratcatcher, which is Get Stuff Done, and Big Witch Energy. So yeah, Unsaid was the book of the year. It is incredible. I will not spoil it, but technically it's about a vet who passes away, and then she sees things after she passes away from above, and she describes things. So it's very interesting. Never Been Witched, Mona X Out, Once Upon a Crime, and then Funny Story. Mona X Out is my favorite. It's a couple days that are described in this woman's life, and it's really funny. May, I read quite a few more. As you can see, I'm ramping up. The Energy Bus is pretty incredible. Always a Bridesmaid. Boys from Biloxi is by John Grisham. The House on the Water, that was okay. How to Read a Book was amazing. The Color of Dead, 1984. That book just made me mad. Mad Love, and then, yeah. How to Read a Book and Energy Bus were my 2 favorites from that month. They're really, really incredible. And then we have June books. So we have Bullshit Jobs, Secret Sister, Two-Sided Love, The Lost Bookshop was really good, and A Game of Faith was really good. And then July, we have The Summer I Turned Pretty. It's Not the Summer Without You. We'll Always Have Summer. So that is actually also a TV show. So these books were incredible. The Teacher by Frida McFadden. Then we had The Death Row. Beach Read, I never finished, you guys. I don't know why I couldn't get into it, but I just couldn't. Girl in Love and Boy in Love, and then Death Row was my top book. In August, we have Unfollowed. That was good. The Vacation, that was really good. Dad Mad was good. One of Those Feelings, it was okay. The Resistance Daughter was okay. The Dad Mad was probably one of my favorites. Then we have so many books in September. It's actually 2 pages. So Verity, Getting Real, Getting Played, Getting Schooled. And then I read the whole series in that month of the Amelia Island stories. It's by Hope Holloway. So we have The Beach House on Amelia Island, the cafe on Amelia Island, the bookstore, the florist, the chocolate shop, the dressmaker, and the inn. So my favorite books, well, first of all, Verity messed with my mind so much I still think about it. And then the beach house on Amelia Island was so incredible. It made me read the rest of them. So yeah, that was good. October was a good book month too. I read My Friends by Frederick um, Beckman, then The Locked Door by Frida McFadden, The Dream Wedding, The Widow's Husband's Secret Lie, The Magic Hour, Too Late, The Intruder, Surrogate Mother, and I Told You So. And then The Magic Hour was pretty incredible. Highly do recommend it. To me, it's almost like a little bit of a Jungle Book, like a modern version of it with a lot of different issues in it. So I highly recommend. November, I of course had to read November 9th by Colleen Hoover. That was good. Great Alone is an incredible book, you guys. Frida McFadden, The Boyfriend, Slammed by Colleen Hoover again. Reminders of Him. Colleen Hoover, Malibu Rising was a really good book too. Taylor Jenkins Reid. Then we have Kristen Hanna. Winter Garden, Kristen Hanna, Comfort and Joy, and Kristen Hanna, Between Sisters. And I couldn't decide between The Great Alone and Winter Garden. Those two books are so similar. Then we have December books, and that's a lot too. So we have A Cozy Holidays, Best and Worst Christmas, Best Wild Idea, Regretting You is really, really good. Firefly Lane, which was actually a Netflix series. So that's two books that was pretty good. There's more. So I'm gonna read that. The Warsaw Orphan was good. The Four Winds, and then The Widow from John Grisham was incredible too. So those are my books for this year. And then I'm gonna continue on here. So this is my 2026. I did create this. So this is just my title page. I just used the For the Love of Books from Cosmetic Plans. And then this is a printable I had from somewhere. I think it was Etsy or somewhere. I don't remember. But I printed it 3 times on sticker paper, just stuck it in my notebook. I created a book bingo, so lots of prompts here. The A to Z challenge, the top 12 of 2026, and then of course my stats. I could not skip that. So in January, I read 10 books. I have a goal of 100 books this year. We'll see how it goes. These are the books I want to read. I just started making a list of like everything and anything. Like if I see something on Instagram and stuff, I take a screenshot and I put it on that list so I don't lose it. I have 2 more pages to fill out of books to read, and I'm thinking that I might actually put this in some kind of order at some point. And then I made another bracket for this year, and I think I like how that turned out too. So once this is January through June, June through July through December, and then we're gonna go down the brackets until we figure out, and we're gonna basically have a like a final here. So we'll see. We shall see. They're not super even. I did not put as much care as I did in last year. I don't know why, but I did not. In January, this is my books. There's quite a bit. So I read It Ends With Us, It Starts With Us, Hard Bones, Nobody's Girl, that's a memoir. Miss Ellicott's Splendid Adventure, Summer Island, Alibi, My Husband's Wife, The Women, and then The Chateau. So my favorite book for January was Miss Ellicott's Splendid Adventure. It is so fun, you guys. I'm not gonna spoil the book again in case you guys want to read it, but it's super fun. I like laughed and cried and did all of this. And I do rate my books, and I rate how many pages that were. Like this one was 7 hours 32 minutes. So that is basically it. And then for February, I already read 3 books. Today is like the 7th, I think. So I'm like ahead of schedule, I think. But yeah, that's where I am with this. I love this little notebook. This is Agenda 52, I think. Let's see. Just take this. Yeah, it's Agenda 52. So it's an old notebook from like when Hobby Lobby was making their own. This is from, I don't know where. I purchased it and then I print it in my Cricut Cut this. So I just keep this in here as I'm going through books. I just fill in. Oh, my rating. Okay. My rating is as follows. So 5-star, it was an amazing book and it will stick with me. 4-star, I really enjoyed this book. 3 stars, I mostly enjoyed this book. 2 stars, I struggled with this book. 1 star, I did not enjoy this book or did not finish this book. So that's kind of where I am. Yeah, I did the bingo. The only thing I didn't do is read a classic novel, read a book written in the year you were born. I don't even know if I checked if any of those are. And then the book took place in the spring. I did not read those 3. Otherwise, I did a lot. So yeah, I really like how this is progressing. Hopefully, I get to do maybe 1 or 2 more years in here. And it'll be kind of a fun memory to see how much I've been reading. Thank you so much for sticking around for this long video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. And let me know if you guys have favorite spreads from January, if there's any sticker books you guys want me or need me to use. And that is all I have. So have a great week ahead and I'll see you soon. Bye.